Welcome everyone. Today I'm gonna discuss on a rocket and artificial intelligence. Introduction to rocket. A rocket can be a missile, spacecraft, aircraft, or other vehicle that obtain thrust from a rocket engine. Chemical rocket are the most common type of rocket, and they typically create their exhaust by the combust of rocket propellant. The propellants are carried within the rocket engines work by action and reaction. Rocket engine push rockets forward simple by throwing their exhaust backward. Extremely fast rockets are used for firework, weapons, injection seats, launch vehicles for artificial satellite, human spacelift, and the space explorer image. SST-1 launched April 12, launch of pad 39 of SST-1 just second past 7 a.m. carries astronauts John Young and Robert Cripons into an Earth orbit missile scheduled to last for 54 hours, ending with unpowered landing at Edward Air Force Base in California. Image source 10th Physics. Principle of operation. Rocket, be it small as the firework or large as the launch vehicles, operate by the small principle. Rocket propulsion can be explained well with two fundamental laws of physics, Newton's third law or conversations of the momentum, Newton law of motion. The third law states that for every action, there is always an opposite and equal reaction when an action takes place, like glass escaping from the rocket. A rocket follows the rocket rise in the air. 10th Physics. Principle of operation. The conservation of momentum, the absence of extreme forces, the total momentum of the body is conserved. Any quantity such as momentum or energy that must remain constant is conserved on interact with an external impulse. Momentum before interactions equal to momentum after interactions, or the momentum of rocket equals to momentum of exhaust, but it opposite directions. 10th Physics. Conservation of momentum. Example: when a bullet is fired, it move in the forward directions, and the gun kick backward. It is because before firing, total momentum of system constituted of the barrel and the gun in zero. When bullet is fired, it gains some momentums, but to nullify this momentum gain, gun move is backward direction such that it has momentum equals in the magnitudes to the momentum of the bullet with opposite directions. Example: same can be seen when releasing an air filled balloon. The air rushed out of the balloon provide the thrust which peoples our balloons forward, and it flies. Click here to see a simple demonstrations of conservation of momentum using airfield balloon. Can use a balloon to demonstrate the same. 10th Physics. Component, the structure system or frame, made from very strong but lightweight materials like titanium or aluminum, or from the basic shapes of the rocket coats with thermal protection system to keep out the heat of air friction during flight, and to keep in the cool temperatures need for certain fuels and auxiliary fins are attached to some rocket at the bottoms of the frame to provide stability during the flight. 10th Physics. Rocket components. The payload's system depends on the rocket missions, explosive satellite launch, human passenger guiding systems. The guiding system may include very sophisticated sensor, onboard computer, radars, and communication equipment to maneuver the rocket in flight. Must also provide some level of stability so that the rocket does not tumble in flight. 10th Physics. Rocket component. The production system propellant fuel plus oxygen types of polarers liquids propel system. The fuel and the auxiliaries are pumped from the separate tanks into the combustion chamber solid proper system. These carry the fuel and auxiliaries already mixed together in a solid state. The various rocket part described above been have been grouped by fictions into structure, pay, payload guidance, and propulsion population system. There are other possible grouping for the purpose of weight determinations and the flight performance. Engineers often ground the payload structure, propulsion structures, and the guidance into a single empty weight parameter. The remained propellant weight then become the only factor that change with time when determine rocket performance. Working of rocket. A rocket work by burning fuel that is exhausted out of one end of the rocket at the high speed. Since momentum is conserved, the momentum carried away the fuel result in the rocket moving forward. Click here to see a demonstrate of this. Rocket mass plus mass of structure plus mass propellants, velocity of the exhausted, vex rate of the fuel consumption, R Vex due to gravities through or product mass of the rocket is thrust. R-well ma points or to note the rocket consumes fuels, so mass keep decentralizing, decreasing the acceleration used due to gravity keep changing with the attitudes gained by the rocket. These are the various interesting aspects of the rocket, and if we can understand how these kind of things happen, then we understand different kind of engineering, different kind of technology, different kind of aspects, and most importantly we can understand how the satellite and this kind of things may work. So in that situations, our major objective is that we have to understand how these kind of things move forward, how it can create an impact for our life, and most important thing is that how we can make an effective conservations. Thank you everyone. If you have any kind of questions, you can directly communicate with us. Thank you. Bye bye and take care.